Today's class is going to be a lot of getting into the hips and the shoulders, areas where we tend to hold not only a lot of physical tension, but a lot of stress. So hopefully will help loosen us up and get us ready for easing into the weekend later today. So we'll start seated, and if you have something to sit on, it might help to elevate your hips a little bit. So something like just a blanket or a pillow that's pretty small. And then you can just put that underneath your sits bones. And that way your hips are a little bit more in line with your knees. If you don't have one, don't worry about it, but just to make it a little bit more comfortable if you do. And then we've got two options for how we'll start. So option one, you'll just kind of bring your shins away from you. Kind of like you're coming to a cross-legged position, but your shins are going to be closer to parallel to the front edge of your mat. So rather than tucked all the way back, a little bit more forward. Okay, if that already feels like enough of a stretch in the hips, you'll just stay there. If your hips are pretty open, you can take the right foot and stack it all the way over the left. So we've got this sort of ankle and knee alignment for double pigeon. And you're going to feel it a lot more in the outer hips if you do that. So if that's okay for you this early in the practice, go ahead and stay there. Otherwise, just take that right shin in front of the left. And wherever you are, just take a moment to kind of relax the tops of the hips. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Take some nice deep breaths in, fill the belly all the way up. And then exhale all the way out. And if you notice how once you start to relax into a shape, you might find there's a little bit more space. Some of that tightness will begin to let go. If this is enough for you to stay here, stay here. If you want, you can also bring your hands forward and come into just a little bit of a forward fold. It'll increase the intensity you feel of that stretch. And then again, just a couple breaths. Let's take one more full breath here. And on your inhale, walk yourself back up or bring your hands behind you. Uncross your legs, take your feet nice and wide, and then just kind of windshield wiper your knees. Release your hips. Notice any difference you feel between the two sides. And then we'll switch. So this time, the left shin will come in front of the right shin, or if you stacked, the left foot will come on top. Take a moment to settle into that shape. Get heavy in the hips, so ideally both sits bones are grounded into the mat. So you feel really stable here. And just see how smooth and slow you can move your breath. And if you opted for a little bit of a forward fold on the first side, you walk your hands forward. And just notice how that changes what you feel. Breathe into that sensation. Just about 2 more breaths here. Come back up. Bring your hands behind you. We'll plant our feet about hip distance again. And this time, bring your fingertips in to face forward. You roll your shoulders back. And then option 1, you just reach your chest forward. Find a little bit of a heart opener here. Option 2, we'll actually press into the feet, press into the hands, lift up into a little reverse table. Just kind of reverse out of that forward folding. Really roll the shoulders back. One more breath in. And then exhale, hips back down. Let's go ahead and make our way to tabletop position, so all fours. So wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Spread your fingers nice and wide and press down to that space between index finger and thumb. So we're trying to shift a little bit of weight out of the wrists. And on your inhale, draw the heart through the arms, feel the shoulder blades draw together. Lift your gaze. As you exhale, navel to spine, tuck the tailbone down, round the back. Move through that a few more times. Inhale, opening up the heart. And exhale, rounding. If any other movements call you here, feel free to move side to side, forward and back. This is where we just start to wake up and learn to move in ways that our bodies need. Deciding how our practice can best serve and support us today. About 2 more breaths here. Good. Coming back to a neutral spine. Walk your hands forward so that the wrists are just slightly in front of the shoulders. And then tuck your toes under. We'll start to lift the knees, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, you lift up onto the balls of both feet. Exhale, bend your right knee deeply, stretch the left heel towards the ear. And then again, inhale, lift both heels up. Exhale, switch, left knee bends, right heel drops. I'm just trying to lift that a few more times, just pedaling out the feet, getting a stretch to the backs of the legs, but trying to make it really fluid. So you start to match our breath and our movements together. Still pressing really firmly through the hands. So shoulders stay strong, tailbone is lifting towards the sky. And then eventually settling into stillness when you're ready. Weight evenly distributed between both hands, both feet. On your next inhale, we'll ripple forward to the top of a plank. Belly in nice and strong. Try to bring your hips in line with your back. Take a breath in here. And on your exhale, just drop your knees to the mat. And then drop your chest right in between your thumbs. Okay, so knees, chest, chin down. Untuck your feet, so tops of the feet press into the mat. And then as you inhale, pull your hands back towards you, glide your heart through. Roll your shoulders back so you create space for the neck. Baby cobra. And then exhale, tuck your toes. We'll either press up through all fours or through plank for a little bit more work. And then downward facing dog. Taking a full breath here. We'll try that again. Inhale, come all the way to the top of the plank. Then exhale, drop to the knees, chest and chin. Untuck the toes, press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, feel the shoulder blades engage. And then exhale, up and back, downward dog. Just one more like that. Inhale to the top of your plank. Exhale, drop the knees, chest and chin. Use that back body strength to pull the heart forward. Exhale, downward dog. From here, shift the weight into the left leg. You're going to inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky, and then bend your right knee. Just make really, really big circles with that knee. So try to get all directions of that hip socket. And go ahead, switch, a couple circles the other way. And then inhale, straighten that right leg out behind you. Exhale, you're gonna step your foot all the way up between your hands. If it doesn't quite make it, just walk it up. And then left knee will come down, we'll walk the hands up to the front thigh. A little supported little lunge here. So press into the thighs, so to lift the chest away from the hips. And then engage the lower belly, so hug in, see if you can lift the rib cage up off the pelvis. Staying here, if you like, you can reach the arms up. If you do reach the arms up, hook your thumbs, and then pull the thumbs apart. You feel your shoulder blades kind of engage on the back body. So pull the thumbs apart, widen across the chest, and then see if you can wrap the triceps, back to the arms forward, and get longer through the sides of the waist. And one more breath in, maybe reaching up and maybe back a little bit more. And then exhale, hands down. We'll come into a little half split. So just straighten the front leg, sending the hips back. You're flexing the right toes. On an inhale, draw your right heel back towards you, reach the chest forward. And then as you exhale, fold. One more breath here. And then on next inhale, we'll come back to our lunge. Plant the hands, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Let's just come straight back to downward dog. So inhale, reach that right leg up and back. And exhale, right foot meets the left. Shift the weight into the right foot. Next inhale, reach your left leg up and back. And then same thing, bend the knee, make really big circles. Just finding more space in the hip. And change directions. And then on an inhale, stretch that heel out nice and long. Exhale, try to use some core strength. Draw that knee and step the foot all the way up. When you get it there, back knee comes down. We walk ourselves up into that little lunge. Okay. So same idea as the first side. Press into the left foot, send the right foot forward, and then lift the chest away from the hips. And if you did so on the first side, we'll cut the thumbs the opposite way as we draw them all the way up. And then try to wrap triceps forward. It's almost like you're hollowing out your armpits here. Engage into the right glute, send the hips forward, and then lift rib cage off the waist. One more breath in. Exhale, hands down. We'll come into our little half split, straightening the front leg, draw the toes back. Inhale, reach the chest forward. Exhale, fold. On your next inhale, come back into your lunge. Plant your hands and then just bring your left knee back in line with your right. So it's kind of like we're back on all fours. We're going to keep the hips right over the knees, and then start to walk the hands forward until we melt the chest all the way down. And now the backs of the arms are going to start to wrap down towards the mat, so we're still kind of hollowing out that armpit space. If you can, bring your forehead or your chin to the mat. Just breathe some length through the sides of the waist. And the next inhale, start to press yourself all the way back up. Plant into the palms, tuck your toes, step them back down. We're facing dog when you're in. Good. From downward dog, we'll inhale, reach the right leg all the way up and back. So you exhale, step your foot in between your hands. This time, press down through the feet. Start to lift the hands away from the mat. And then when you're ready, come all the way up. Crescent lunge. Back knee lifted, front knee bending deeply. Just take a moment to feel the stability through your legs. Pressing down through that right foot, reaching back through the left heel. So we'll take a big breath in here. And then as you exhale, we'll just open up warrior two. So back heel spins down. So you're pressing down through that outer edge of your back foot. Still the same rotation in that front leg, so we're rotating the right hip open. So I'll go ahead and inhale the shoulders up towards the ears, squeeze them up. And then exhale, let them roll back and down, so you'll feel that space across the front of the chest. Spending a few breaths here, really notice how this pose feels. And then we'll keep everything the same about the legs, so without unbending the front knee at all, just let your left hand fall to your back thigh, flip the right palm up, inhale, reverse it. So just trying to find some more opening through that right side body. And that right thigh might start talking to you, just start to breathe a little deeper, step in some oxygen. And one more inhale, reaching up. And then exhale, right forearm to right thigh. Left hand can reach up towards the ceiling, maybe overhead if you want that full side body extension. If you are a regular yogi and you want to go deeper already, feel free to slide that right hand all the way down to the inside of the right foot for full extended side angle. Wherever you are, try to really rotate the ribcage around. So we hug the right hip to the midline of the mat and then try to stack left shoulder over the right shoulder. One last breath here. And press down through the feet on your inhale, coming back to warrior two. And then exhale, right hand, left hand down to the mat. Spin onto the ball of your back foot. Step back to plank and then make your way through a vinyasa. So you can stay with the knees, chest, chin variation you've been doing. Or you can take chaturanga to cobra or upward dog, whatever's in your practice. And then from downward dog, we'll inhale, reach your left legs up into the air. Exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Find that steadiness through the legs, engage the core, reach the arms all the way up, crescent lunge when you're ready. Bend the front knee deeper. Lift your back thigh up. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, spin the back heel down, move the outer edge of the foot down, reach the arms nice and wide, warrior two. And then just check that that front knee didn't try to turn with you, so hug the outer right left hip down, lift the inner left thigh up. Soften your shoulders away from your ears once more. Tune into your breath. And keep the bend in your front knee. On your inhale, find reverse warrior, lifting that left arm up. One more inhale there. Exhale, left arm to left thigh, right arm up towards the sky or maybe overhead. Whatever variation you took on the first side. Try to feel the stability of both feet here. So you're pressing through the left foot as much as you are through the right foot. Really grounded. All right. And on your next inhale, we'll rise back up, warrior two. Exhale, windmill the hands down, step back to plank, take your vinyasa if you would like. And we'll meet back in downward dog. I always like to add a little bit of flow to my classes where we link breath and movement together. So we're gonna put that sequence together a little faster. If you get lost, just go at your own pace, make it up as you go. This practice is yours. There's also no one else around to see you, so don't feel bad if you mess up. That's what it's about. It's a real practice. Let's shift the weight into the left leg. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, you step the right foot in between your hands. Press down through the feet big. Inhale, sweep up, crescent lunge. On your exhale, open it out, warrior two. Inhale to reverse, reach the right arm up. And then exhale, tip forward, extended side angle. Ground through the feet, inhale, back up, warrior two. Exhale, open the hands down. We step back through the Vinyasa or just straight to downward dog. Vinyasas are always optional. Every posture is always optional. Inhale, reach your left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. And exhale, open out, warrior two. Reverse it on your breath in. Extended side angle, breath out. Inhale, back to warrior two. Ride the exhale down to the mat, step back and lower. Moving through that again, inhale, reach your right foot up and back. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Inhale takes you up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open out. Reverse it, breath in. And then exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, back up, warrior two. Exhale all the way down to the mat as you lower. Next, inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, downward facing dog. Just one more side. Inhale, left foot up and back. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Reverse it, inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, back up, warrior two. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, Vinyasa. When you get back to downward dog on your next inhale, bend your knees, look forward. And then as you exhale, just step or walk your feet all the way up to your hands. Bending the knees, let the belly rest on the thighs. Just hang out here for a second in your forward fold. Take a moment to catch the breath. If it feels good, add a little natural movement here. So maybe swaying the weight forward and back. Swaying the torso, the head side to side. Just finding a bit of release. And then we'll climb the hands up onto the shins. On your next inhale, hug the belly in. Shift the weight onto the balls of the feet and reach the crown of the head forward. So engaging the shoulders into the back body. And then exhale, fold back down. Let's do just one more of those. So hug the belly in, inhale, shift the weight forward, reach forward. Exhale, fold. Keeping that same idea of length through the spine, press down through the feet. This time we'll inhale all the way up to stand, sweeping the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just take a moment to settle here, reconnect to your breath. And then next inhale, reach the arms back up towards the sky. And exhale, fold forward. We're going to bring the feet in a little closer together. Start to bend the knees, shift the weight back towards the heels, sweep the arms up, chair pose. And then right away, shift the weight into the right leg. Start to pick the left knee up. You're going to use a little bit of core strength. We're going to try to hook the left ankle over the right thigh. Take a big inhale here. And then as you exhale, like someone's pulling your hands forward and you're resisting by dropping your weight back. The hips go way back, the arms reach forward. Trying to sit into that right hip as much as you can, or left hip as much as you can. for 3. Release it a little deeper for 2. And 1. On your inhale, let's lift both hands and the left knee up. And then exhale, left foot comes down, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then bend your knees one more time through chair pose, sweeping the arms up. Hug the navel in. This time we shift the weight into the left leg, start to pick the right knee up. Flex your right foot, cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Inhale. And then exhale, find that hinge in the hips, hurt forward, hips back. Reaching in opposite directions as much as you can. Staying a little lower for 3. For 2. And 1. Inhale, both hands right knee up. Exhale, both feet down, hands to heart center. Just evenly distribute your weight between both feet. Feel that rootedness to the earth. All right, we're going to opposite that rotation from here. So shift your weight into your right leg. You're going to bend your left knee and then take your hand out to the side like you have a tray of food. Okay, and then reach back and try to catch the inside of that foot so your thumb and your big toe line up. And then hug everything to the midline, so knees together. Draw the navel in, reach the right arm up. Option 1 is to just stay right here and find that opening through the front of the left thigh. If you'd like a little bit more, you can kick your foot into your hand. And as you reach that foot up and back, the torso is going to naturally reach forward to counterbalance. Then you dancer pose. And if you've got a wall nearby, it's totally okay to use that wall to help you balance, keep it a little wobbly. It's also totally okay to fall right out of it. See if you can come back in. No stress, no commentary. One more breath. Next inhale, slowly coming back up. Exhale, try to release with control. Take a moment to recenter. And then shift the weight into the left foot. You're going to bend the right knee. Same idea, catch the inside of the right foot. Line the knees up, reach the left arm up. And then if you tried it on the first side, you'd be kicking that foot into the hand. Feeling open, dancer. One more breath, maybe finding your fullest expression, even if that feels a little wobbly. And then slowly come back up. Exhale, release the right foot down, hands to heart center, full breath in. And exhale, let that go. Next inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Yes, the shins, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your hands, heel toe your feet a little wider. So toes out, heels in. I turn this way. And then sit all the way down into Malasana, our yoga squat. And if it's really hard for you to sit all the way down, feel free to give yourself a pillow or something that you can sit onto so your hips are a little more elevated. Okay, and then we'll take the left arm in front of the left knee. We'll do both sides. It doesn't really matter which side you do first. Right hand onto the right knee, or maybe right arm all the way up for a little twist here. Trying to really draw the shoulder blades together, broaden across the collarbones. If you'd like a little bit more, you can flip that top palm away from you, wrap it around to your lower back, a little half bind, or take that left hand around the left knee and find the bind behind you. You're clasping fingers together. And where we are, just breathe into that shoulder opening. And then release the bind if you have it. Inhale, spreading the arms wide. Exhale, hands come back to center. We'll go right into the second side. So right hand in front of the right shin, kind of tapping that hip open. Left hand to the left knee, left hand up, left hand to the lower back. Pick your variation. You went for the bind, maybe starting to wrap that right hand behind you, clasping fingers together. Wherever you are, try to avoid collapsing the chest down. So you're really trying to open up across the front of the body, hurt space. Go ahead, release the bind. Inhale, open up that left arm. Exhale, hands down. Slowly straighten the legs so you come back to the sort of wider forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, move through your Vinyasa. We'll meet in downward dog. And then inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands, just like we did before. Inhale, take it up, crescent lunge. And exhale, open out, warrior two. On your inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Extended side angle. This time we'll flip the left palm to face away from us and take it to the lower back. Okay, this might be all that you want. Just rolling that left shoulder back, finding that stretch right there. If you want to go for the bind, take the right hand underneath the right thigh. See if you can clasp your hands together. And then if you get there, rather than really rolling down to find the bind, see if you can press the right arm into the right thigh and rotate the rib cage around. Just one more breath here. And then go ahead and release the bind. We'll come onto the right fingertips, reach the left arm up, and then just press into the right foot to straighten that right leg, coming into triangle. You might want to bring that right hand onto your shin so that the spine stays more parallel to the ground. Hug that right hip back. And press down through the feet like someone's pulling you up by that left hand lifting up. And all 10 toes are going to turn to the side, so they're all facing the left side of your mat. Toes slightly in. Interlace your hands together at your lower back. Reach your knuckles away from you, open up your chest. And then we'll hinge from the hips, fold all the way down. You can keep your hands at your lower back, or if you'd like more intensity, reach them all the way up towards the ceiling. And press down evenly between both feet. Maybe shifting your weight forward and just noticing how that changes the stretch that you feel. All right, and then we'll release the hands down. Inhale, come onto your fingertips, halfway lift. And as you exhale, walk all the way around to the front of the mat. So take your stance a little wider. So both hands and the torso are to the inside of this right leg. And a couple options from here. You can lower that back knee down. You could walk one forearm or both forearms down to get deeper into this hip stretch. If you're looking for more quad opening, you can bend that back leg, reach back with the left hand, catch the foot, and then hug the heel in towards you. It just depends on where you want to go, where you want to feel the stretch, where you do feel the stretch the most. And we'll take just about 3 full breaths to get a little deeper into the hips. If you're holding that left foot, go ahead and release it. We'll take hands to either side of the right foot. Let's tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and then just sweep that right leg all the way around. Roll that hip around, kind of like we did at the beginning. And then right foot next to the left. Let's finish up that left side. Inhale, reach your left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Inhale takes you up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Here we go. Flip your palm to face away from you, and then take the back of your hand to your lower back, or maybe towards your left thigh. Either staying here and really working on opening up that right shoulder, or maybe taking the left arm underneath you, bending the bind. And then really press the left arm into the left leg. See if you could rotate the rib cage around, stack the shoulders, stack the hips. Release the bind. Right arm reaches up, left hand reaches down. We'll just straighten that front leg. So pressing into that space beneath the big toes and the left hip back for triangle. One more breath. Press down to your feet. Inhale, roll your eyes up. Turn all 10 toes to face the right this time. Take an inhale here, press down through the feet. On your exhale, we'll fold, bring the hands down to the mat. And then see if you can turn your fingertips in to face towards you. And then work on walking the hands back through the legs. So it's almost like you're coming to this more rounded fold. You get a little more stretch across the backs of the shoulders. And walk the hands back underneath the shoulders, bend that halfway lift. Walking back to the front of the mat, we'll come to that wide, low lunge. So torso to the inside of the left leg. And take it to wherever you did on the first side. So back knee down, forearms down, quad stretch, wherever you want to go. Last 2 breaths. And releasing that back foot if you have it, walking back up to your hands. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee up. Inhale, reach that left leg all the way up and back, circle it around, release the hip. And then when you're ready, bring the left foot down. We'll step the feet forward and roll all the way onto our backs. Okay, when you get there, bend your knees, plant your feet. We'll just do a little spinal roll to kind of reset the spine. So press down through your feet. On your inhale, start to roll the spine up towards the ceiling, one vertebrae at a time. And then as you exhale, reverse it, roll all the way back down as slow and controlled as you can. Try that again. Inhale, roll the spine off the mat, lifting the hips, lifting the chest. Exhale, reverse. And then we'll add the arms in for this one. So hands are down by the sides. On your inhale, you'll lift the hips, start to reach the arms up and all the way overhead. And then as you exhale, hands come down, hips come down. Let's try just one more like that. Inhale, lift the hips, arms sweep up. And exhale, everything lowers back down. Good. Hug your knees into your chest. Little rock side to side, releasing your lower back. Then keeping your knees in nice and close, we'll just let them both fall to the left so the right hip rolls in. Take a full breath in. And exhale, ring it out. And inhale, coming back through center, knees to chest. And exhale, we'll switch. Both knees fall to the right. Rolling the left hip up. Take a big breath in, try to fill up the left lung. And then exhale, let go of anything you don't need right here. Release it all. One more breath here. Your inhale, come back to center. Wrap your arms around your shins, hug your knees in one last time. Big inhale. And exhale, extend all the way out into Shavasana. For those of us who feel like our minds never turn off, this is maybe the most important part of the class where we get to not do any work. There's no movement to distract us. We just stay here and breathe and feel. And pick up as much space on the mat as you need to feel comfortable. If it feels natural for you, close your eyes. Just start to pay attention to sensations in the body without labeling them or trying to name them in any way. Just noticing how you feel, what your energy is like, how your breath moves. Get curious. Each time your mind gets distracted and drops you out of this space, see if you can find some sensation to tune back into. Rise and fall of your chest. Beat of your heart. What grounds you here? And start to bring little movements to your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists, ankles. And when you're ready, you'll bend your knees, draw them back in towards you. Roll off onto one side to ease your transition back up to a seat. And once you find your seat, just taking a moment to notice the length you created in your spine, the space in your hips and your shoulders, maybe a bit more stillness in your mind. And even though we're not physically together, let's go ahead and all inhale, reach the arms up. Gathering all the energy we created together, and exhale, seal it right into heart center. Carry it with you through the rest of the day and maybe the rest of the week. Taking your thumbs to the center of your forehead, lift our hearts, bow to ourselves and each other. Namaste.